All right, we're going to begin lying on our back. You're going to lie down and create some space between your low back and the mat by extending your pelvis, arching it towards the bottom of the mat. Take one hand and slide it under the low back. We want to try to maintain some extension as we move into twisting. If your low back is tight, you may want a bolster or a yoga block or something. We're going to take both knees to the right, opening our arms to a T, looking away from the knees. And if you want to place a bolster under the thigh of the bottom leg, you can do so. Turn the head in opposition of the knees. And from here, reinforce that extension. Think about sticking your butt out or back, arching the low back without pushing the belly forward. So pull the lower abdomen in and then tip your tailbone back without losing the lift of the pelvic floor. So a couple more breaths here. Nice postural stretch before we begin our yoga today. Plug the shoulders down the back. Quiet the mind by closing the eyes and relaxing your facial muscles. Hear the breath. On your next exhale, brace your abs and float your knees back to center. Check your pelvic position before you move into the twist on the other side. So tip the tailbone down, slide a hand under. Plug the shoulders down, widen your collarbone, and begin that twist. Soften your rib cage. It's going to want to push forward, straining the front of the shoulder. Keep it soft. Think about the chest moving inward towards the shoulder blades. Plug the shoulders down, widen your collarbone. And keep readjusting, seeing how much you can pull the breastbone towards the back body without allowing the shoulders to round forward. Tipping the tailbone back to reinforce extension to keep the low back safe. Pull the abs in to support that. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale, brace your abs, move back to center. You're going to grab your second to lightest loop band, and you're going to remain lying on your back here, supine, bringing your feet into butterfly position on the floor. So the heels will touch. You can point your toes, and knees will open like a book out to the side. That second to lightest loop band will go around your wrists, and you're going to extend your arms up like Frankenstein, pulling out on that band, engaging your scapular stabilizers. So we have butterfly legs with the heels on the ground. And if you're using the YouniquelyFit set, it's your green band. Pull out with your forearms, stretch your arms straight up in the air like Frankenstein. Plug the shoulders down the back. Reinforce extension in your low back. Point your toes so that the heels come off the floor. Really point through all your toes. And now from here, you're going to keep this band on. I'm taking it off because this is not good for my posture. We're going to reach the arms overhead as you plug the shoulders down and then pull them back up in line with your chest. Now go ahead and lift your dominant leg, and this is the same leg as your dominant, this is the opposite leg of your dominant arm is your dominant leg. So right-handed, left leg, left-handed, right leg. Take that leg up. Now the leg moves down at the same time the arms move down. So take it down and lift it up. Make sure to not lose the point in the toes. Plantar flex the feet. That helps the inner thigh line. Point the toes. And inhale to lift. And notice if the hips are rocking side to side. Imagine me pulling your pelvis towards the bottom of the mat. Keep your torso long. So we're engaging our upper back stabilizers and those hip flexors to improve the strength in the front of the leg, combating that flexion in the pelvis that happens because of the overactivity of the hamstrings. Give me one more here. Take it up and lower down. Let's switch legs. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Think about your pelvis pulling towards the bottom of the mat as you inhale up. And as you exhale down, the inner thighs resist lowering. Keep it going. Inhale up and exhale down. 4 more. 4. Breathing, and 3. Hear your breath, Ujjayi breath, like the ocean. 2 more. 2. And last one. And 1. Great. We're going to set that prop aside, rolling onto our side body. Let's start with your dominant arm on the bottom. So you're going to come into a side forearm plank, stretch your legs out long. We're going to be lowering and lifting, stack the legs. Now, if you feel pain in the hip every time you come down, you've got to lengthen your torso more and use your abs. If your elbow is hurting, put more pressure in the wrist and the forearm. Plug your shoulders down. The elbow should track right under the shoulder. And take the other hand to the hip. From here, inhale to lift that pelvis up. Think about reaching the pelvis for the feet. You can point your toes, legs are stacked, and then exhale, slowly lowering back down. Imagine me pulling your pelvis to your feet as you inhale to lift, push down to go up, and exhale, lower. Add that arm, taking the arm overhead, that top arm overhead every time you go up. Inhale up, getting a nice stretch in the side body, and exhale down. Keep that going. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Give me 2 more. Inhale up, exhale down, and last one. Really push down to go up. Pull those low abs in, plug the shoulders down, and from here, we'll just come up to a seated position and swing our legs around to the other side. Use your abs to do so. Brace the abs. Coming on to that non-dominant arm. Remember, if you're feeling it in the joint of or in the elbow or in the hip, you need to redistribute the energy throughout the body. You've got to use your lower abs. You've got to lift up on your pelvic floor. You got to feel your pelvis reaching in opposition of the pelvic floor. So the pelvic floor muscles are the muscles that stop your stream of pee. I want you to brace them as you lower down and your inner thighs pull back. And then as you go up, the arm goes up too. You can turn your head on the diagonal, up on the diagonal, or keep it between the shoulders, whatever feels best on the neck. Give me 4 more here. Taking it up, inhale, and exhale, lower. Again, inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Last 2, inhale, up, and exhale, down, and 1 more. Make it count. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. We're going to come to a seated position, grabbing our small anti-burst ball to bring between our knees. We're going to do a little variation of a hinge back. So we're going to hinge back with our arms out, mudra pose with the hands, palms up, thumbs and pointer fingers together. Tip your tailbone towards the back of your mat. Give me a straight back as you hinge halfway back, opening those arms out to a T. Twisting your body to the right. Inhale here. Exhale, give me a little pulse up. 2, 3, 4. Inhale back to center and back all the way up to your seated position. Good. Exhale, hinge back. Open the arms immediately. Hold it here. Inhale. Exhale, pulse up and down. Up. 2. It's a little small pulse of the torso. And then we center our body and we lift back up. Keep that going. 1 more on that side. Hinging back, twisting. Inhale, plug the shoulders down. Exhale, pulse. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, center, and use your breath to come up. Exhale, hinge back, other side. Twisting, palms up, tip the tailbone back. Pull the low belly in. Think about my hands on your shoulder blades. Bring the front body towards my hands. So close the ribs. Back to center and up. Tip your tailbone back. You got 2 more. Exhale, hinge back. Inner thighs resist as you go back. Twist. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, pulse. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, center. And coming on up. Last time. Exhale, hinge back. Twist. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, pulse. 2, 3, 4. And center. And lift up. Nice. We're going to move into fish pose. I'm going to set you up by setting your ball to the side. You're going to lie on your back, but you're going to slide your hands underneath your butt So they come right under your thigh and butt, and palms facing up, palms facing down, knuckles against your butt and thighs. Plug your shoulders down here. We're going to open up the upper fibers of your abs and the throat chakra. You're going to press your elbows into the floor, brace your abs, and your upper back is going to extend up. You'll rest on the top of your head with your chest. It's like there's a string attached to your chest from the ceiling. Keep pushing the elbows down, trying to get a right angle between the elbows and your upper arms. Yes. And you'll extend your tailbone, reaching it towards your toes that you're pointing. Pull the low belly in. Hold it here. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Hang in there. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. Last breath. Inhale 4. And exhale 4. Rolling off to one side, coming to a comfortable seated position. Great job. We're going to move into some back work. I'd like you to flip around onto your stomach, bringing your hands right by your chest. We're going to work on cobra pose. Cobra is halfway between lying on your stomach and pressing to upward facing dog, which is where your elbows are completely extended. So I want you to go halfway up, keeping the triceps hugging in by the side body. Plug your shoulders down. Imagine me pulling your pelvis to your feet, point your toes. If you have back issues, keep your legs hip distance apart. Lift halfway up with the upper body, press down to go up. Hold it here. Inhale and exhale. Turn your head right, left, right, left. Inhale, center, plug the shoulders down. Exhale again, turn the head. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, center, and exhale, lower your chest back to the floor. And we'll repeat that. Inhale to come up. Feel your pelvis pulling towards your heels. Abs in. Exhale, turn the head. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, center. Plug the shoulders down. And exhale, turn the head. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, center. And exhale, lower yourself down. One more set. You're doing great. Take it up. Plug those shoulders down. Lifting up. Inhale. Exhale, turn. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, hold it up there. And exhale, control it as you lower down. Push yourself onto all fours, your hands and knees. I'd like you to arch your low back and upper back, looking up to the ceiling, cow pose. Hold it here. Inhale. Soft bend in the elbows. Exhale. Abs in. Inhale. Exhale. And counter that with a cat pose, but make sure you exhale and brace your abs as you round and gaze through your legs. Good. And inhale back into your extension, your cow pose. Hold it here. And exhale. Stay here. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Bring yourself back onto your stomach. We're going to now press all the way up to upward facing dog. So this is where we are almost completely straight in our elbows. Please don't lock your elbows out if you have hyperextension. Keep a bend. So legs hip distance apart if you have back issues. They can be together if you don't. When you're ready, press up to upward facing dog. Inhale, press up. Exhale, turn the head. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, center. Plug those shoulders down. Stay up. Exhale, turn the head. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, center, and exhale, lower yourself down slowly. If you feel low back pain, you're not lifting up on the muscles that stop your stream of pee. Make sure your belly is in and you are lifting up on the muscles when you're up in your up dog. Okay, let's prepare. Inhale, prepare. Lifting up, push down to go up. Hold it up. Lift up on your pelvic floor. Turn the head. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, center with the head. Plug the shoulders down. Turn the head. Brace those lower abdominals as if you're being punched in the gut. Inhale, center. And exhale, lower yourself back down to the floor. Give me one more set when you're ready. Plug the shoulders down. Press yourself up. Hold it up. Inhale, 1. Exhale, turn the head. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2. Plug the shoulders down. Exhale, turn the head. 2, 3, 4. And lower yourself back down. From here, we're going to need our second to heaviest band, Theraband. And we're going to come into heaviest loop band, second to heaviest loop band. Grab that and bring it around your upper arms, so above your elbows, and find your way into a plank. Again, if you have knee or back issues, I'd advise your plank with your legs hip distance apart. And if you do not have any back issues, you can have your legs together. So with that band around the upper arms above your elbows, we're coming into plank pose, push-up position. And so this band is going to help support you when we do some chaturanga preps. So find your plank, tuck, so lift up into plank pose on the hands, feet together or hip distance apart. From here, I'd like you to bring your chest down into the band. It's like a push-up. The triceps will hug in by the side body. Make sure your wrists are right under your shoulders. They're not too far back or forward. And you can have your knees down for these if it feels like too much in a plank. Bringing the chest down on your exhale and up. Inhale at the top. Pull your pelvis towards your feet. Exhale, go down and up. Bend those elbows. Let the chest push into the band. And then bring it up. Keep your head lifted up onto your spine. More space between the chin and chest. Taking it down and up. Inhale, pull the pelvis towards the feet. Exhale, take it down and up. And one more time. Lower and lift. Take that loop band off. Set it to the side. Still on all fours, I would like you to extend your opposite arm and leg out and find your balance. So pointer dog position, palm facing in towards the face, toes are pointed, opposite arm and leg out. Hold it here. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2, exhale 2, and bring it in, switching sides, setting up on the other side, take it out, 2 breath hold. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale and square the pelvis. Inhale 2, exhale 2, and bring it in. Take the other side out. Alternating again. Square that pelvis off. Hold. Inhale 1. Breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale. Bring it in. Other side. Inhale. Take it out. Square the pelvis. Inhale 1. Breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale. And exhale. Bring it in. Last time. Last set on each side. Hold it out. Inhale 1. Breathe. Lift the chin a little bit more. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Plug the shoulders down. Exhale 2. And bring it in. Switching sides. Last set. Take it out. Hold it out. Point the toes. Inhale 1. Breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Bringing it in. Okay, from here, we're going to come on to our hand now on our side plank. So we were on our forearm when we were working on a side plank before, and we're going to come now onto our hand. Now, option to bend the back knee and put the foot on the floor if lifting up with both legs straight is too difficult. But the progression will be both legs straight, sending the hips up, same arm as we did before with the arm overhead. So you're pushing up. Make sure the hand that's down, the fingers are forward, so that you're not putting pressure on the elbow joint. So fingers are facing the side of the mat, not the front of the top of the mat. There. Now from here, soft bend in the elbow. We're going to inhale to lift the pelvis up, taking the top arm overhead. You can always take your back foot down if it feels like too much, and lower back down. Exhale. Again, inhale, lift. Try to point the bottom foot's toes. That's going to send a lot of strength through the metatarsals to balance your feet and ankles. Soft bend in the supporting elbow. Plug the shoulders down and lower slowly. And make sure you're on your dominant side. Swing around to it if you're not. Take it up. 4 more. Lift up for 4. And slowly lower. Inhale, lift. Plug the shoulders down. And exhale, lower. Tip your tailbone back more. Brace those lower abdominals. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Make sure the back heel's down if you have your foot planted in the back, so you're not coming up onto the toes. Lift up. And lower down. Now let's make our way to the non-dominant side. Swinging around, setting up on the non-dominant side. The more you feel the length of your body, the less weight you'll feel in the wrist. So think about feeling your pelvis pulling towards the bottom of the mat as you go up. Let's see the other side. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. And really try to extend your tailbone back. A little more extension back. Inhale, lift up. Point the toes of the bottom leg. And lower down. Brace those lower abdominals. Give me 2 more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. And last one on this side. I know this is hard. Inhale, take it up. Feel your pelvis reaching to the bottom of the mat. And exhale, lower it down. Great job. We're going to move into a lower body series. I'd like you to grab your second to heaviest Theraband with the YouniquelyFit set. It's your blue Theraband, so the long band. And if you don't have bands, you can always grab a towel or a yoga strap. We're going to come to lie on our backs. You can option, if your hamstrings are really tight, to put a pillow or the anti-burst ball under your head so that the neck isn't straining. And we're just going to work on that hamstring flexibility because it definitely hinders the posture. Take your dominant leg up first, and remember your dominant leg is the opposite leg of your dominant arm. So for left-handed, it's your right leg. Right-handed, it's your left leg. Take that leg in the air, bring the band around the metatarsals, and take one hand to the hip. And I want you to try to open that hip a little, get a little external rotation in the hip. Flex the foot and lift that leg up a little higher if you can. And take the hand that's on the hip now and slide it under the low back. Is there space for the hand? Can you tip your tailbone down more to create that space so that we're not crunching the low back? It may mean the range of motion decreases. The leg has to move farther away from you, but that's fine. If you can point your toes even here, it's nice work for the feet and inner thighs. So even the leg that's extended, see if those toes can point, sending energy through the legs. Try to press your shoulder blades into the floor so we don't get the spraying rib cage and disengage in the low abs. Hold it here. Hear your breath. Ujjayi breath, that ocean breath on your exhales. Make sure every time you're exhaling, you're not pushing your belly out, that your belly is pulled in actively, and you have that sound. That'll help you contract your transverse abdominis. So it is, Ujjayi breath is a yoga form of breathing, but making that sound, constricting the vocal cords, is actually Pilates breathing, and we use the image of fogging a mirror or Darth Vader, and this is the best way to contract the deepest layer of your core to alleviate back pain. Bend your knee of this dominant leg, and let's slowly bring that leg to the ground, and we'll switch sides. Taking your time, no rush here. Don't want to pull anything in the process of stretching. Tailbone reaching towards the bottom of the mat. You can take one hand to the hip, working on squaring the pelvis. I often see hiking in the hip to try to get the leg up. The point is not to get it up with, compensations in your form. I'd rather you decrease the range of motion and learn how to keep your pelvis in a safe position and then increase the range of motion from there. So take the hand under the low back, check out the low back's position. Is it safe? Hold that, breathe into it. Really point the toes if you can, sending energy through those toes. 2 more breaths here. This side's not going to be as tight as the other. Inhale and exhale. 1 more, inhale and exhale. From here, I'm going to set that band to the side, and I'd like you to make your way onto all fours, your hands and knees. We're going to come up to stand with our ball between our knees. You can face me or stand at the top of your mat. Bring your hands to your hips with the thumbs on the bony protrusions of your hips and the fingers pointing down towards your feet. So all other fingers are together. So pull the shoulder blades together here. See if you can get your shoulder blade anchor active. Soften the bend in your knees. Plug your shoulders down. Inhale, imagine me pulling the pelvis towards the floor. Exhale, make sure the ball's up in the inner thighs, not on the knees. I might have said knees, but get it right up at the top of the inner thighs. Exhale, stick your tailbone back, pulling your inner thighs back behind you into Utkatasana squat chair pose. Hold it down here. Inhale, 1, breathe. Exhale, tip your tailbone back. Hold it here. Inhale, pelvis pulls down. Exhale, tip the tailbone back. And inhale, stand up, pulling the pelvis towards the floor as you stand tall. Soft knees at the top. Exhale, inner thighs pull you back into chair pose. Keep the shoulder blades together. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, articulate your pelvis, tip it back. Brace your abs, stay down. Inhale, pelvis pulls down. Exhale, arch the low back. And inhale, stand up. We lower on the exhale, we lift on the inhale. We have 2 breaths at the bottom of the squat. Exhale, sit back. Hold it back. Inhale, 1, breathe. Exhale, arch the back. Inhale, 2. Exhale, arch. Inhale, stand up, pulling the pelvis down as you stand up. And give me 1 more. That looks great. Exhale, sit back. Hold it back. Inhale, 1, breathe. Exhale, arch. Inhale, 2. Exhale, arch. And inhale. Exhale, standing up tall, pulling the pelvis down. Wonderful. From here, set that ball to the side and stand at the top of your mat. We're going to make our way down to the floor for a little bit of hip opening. So you're going to need a bolster, and I would get into this position from a kneeling position like you were going to propose. So you'll be on your knees, and you're going to take your dominant leg forward in front of you. So kneeling like you were going to propose on the ground. 1 knee down, 1 foot forward. The leg that's in front, you're going to slide that bolster under the butt cheek, coming into pigeon pose, bringing that front foot towards your opposite hand. So bending the knee, bringing the front foot forward at a right angle towards the opposite hand. So the knee, you've got to bring the front foot forward, bend your front knee so it looks like this, and so that the shin lines up with the front of the mat. And the pillow is supporting that hip. Straighten your back leg. Point both feet, all the toes on the feet. Sit up tall. Bring your hands by your side of your hips. Sit up very tall. Hold it here. Inhale 1. Toes pointed. Exhale 1. Lift up through your pelvic floor. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. And exhale, walking forward, folding into the posture. Walk those hands forward. Stay here. Inhale. Tip your tailbone back, arching your low back like we did in those squats. And inhale. Exhale. Arch that low back. Arch, 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 arch. Good. Inhale. Come all the way back up to sit. Walk back up. Hands come to the hips. Hold it here. Inhale. Exhale. Arch the low back. Breathe. Point your toes. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Walk your hands forward. Go, 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 go. Tip your tailbone back. Exhale. Inhale. Imagine your pelvis pulling towards the bottom of the mat. Exhale. Arch that low back. Arch, 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 arch. And inhale. Walking back up. We're going to switch sides now. So make your way into your kneeling posture again. Slide the bolster to the other side. And it helps the knees out if you can really point your toes because it helps them track safely, especially that front foot since you're bending your knee at that angle. Your back leg should be long behind you. Top of the foot is relaxed on the floor. Goal is to get those hips square to the front without aggravating the knee, with a lift in the low abs. So come up to your seated posture, hands on your hips or by your side. Plug your shoulders down, tip the tailbone back. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale, walk the hands out. Go, 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 go. Hold. Inhale. Exhale, tip your tailbone back. And inhale. Exhale, tip that tailbone back. Go, 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 go. And one more time. Inhale. Exhale, tip it back. And let's make our way to a comfortable seated position. Coming up, brace your abs as you come out of this. Slide your bolster to the side. Great job.